All right, let's get right into it. Today we are tackling a huge, and I mean huge, mindset shift that every single service-based business owner needs to make. We're going to look at how to take your incredible work ethic, that thing you're so proud of, and turn it from a high-paying job you can never leave into a real, scalable, and sellable asset. So, let's dive in.
This quote right here, this is the whole game. If your only pitch is I work harder than everyone else, you are selling a job, not a platform. I want you to really let that sink in. This is the core conflict we're digging into. Are you building a business that can grow beyond you? Or have you accidentally built yourself a beautiful golden cage, a job that pays well but completely depends on your personal effort, day in and day out?
Okay, so that brings us straight to the problem. The source material calls it the great service trap. And it's a wicked paradox, isn't it? The very thing that made you successful, your personal hustle, your dedication, is the very thing that's now holding your business back from its true potential. It's become your biggest liability.
And this just nails it. You know, in today's market, walking into a pitch and promising great service, well, that's not a differentiator. That's not your unique selling point. It's just the ticket to get in the door. It is the absolute bare minimum requirement. So if that's your main pitch, you're not standing out, you're just blending in.
So, this slide presents you with a choice, a real fork in the road. On the left, you've got selling your time. That's the hamster wheel, right? You only make money when you're running. It's fragile. You get sick. You want to take a vacation. The income stops. On the right, though, you have selling your method. This is about building a machine, a system that works for you. It's durable, it's scalable, and it is a true asset. It's the difference between burnout and building real, lasting enterprise value.
So let's give a name to that pain you feel when you're stuck on the hamster wheel. We need to really understand what the source material calls the fragility tax, because once you name it, you can't ignore it. It makes the problem urgent, and it makes it very, very real. So what is the fragility tax? It's the massive hidden cost that your business pays when its entire value is tied to your personal ability to outwork everybody else. This creates a critical single point of failure. And guess what? That single point of failure is you. This is a direct one-way ticket to burnout.
And here comes the financial gut punch. Relying on your personal charisma suppresses your ultimate cap rate. Look, a cap rate is just how investors measure the value of a business. A lower rate means a higher valuation. So when your business is you, your valuation gets crushed. Why? Because an investor looks at it and sees that all the magic is in your head. There's no system, no repeatable asset they can buy. The value literally walks out the door with you every single night.
Okay, that's the problem. And I know it can be a tough pill to swallow, but the good news is there is a powerful, elegant solution. It's about a fundamental shift from selling people, from selling you, to selling a process. Let's see how that works.
This slide lays out the transformation perfectly. On the left, you have leader manual labor. This is you selling your personal, custom-made effort every time. It's totally unscalable and driven by your personality. The goal is to move to the right, systemic execution. This is governed by a named method. It's predictable, it's process-driven. You're not selling your limited hours anymore. You're selling a machine that produces a reliable result.
So, here it is, boiled down to its simplest form. The answer isn't to grind harder or put in more hours. You can't outwork this problem. The answer is to productize your service. To take all that genius in your head, all that expertise, and turn it into a tangible, repeatable product that others can deliver.
And this is exactly why this is so powerful. Clients pay a premium for a process they can visualize. They demand discounts for generic service. Think about it. When a client can see your step-by-step method laid out, they're not just buying your time anymore. They're buying certainty. They're buying a predictable outcome. And that, my friends, is something they will always, always pay more for.
And the benefits ripple out across your entire company. Once you have a proprietary method, your junior team members are empowered to sell the firm's value, not just your personal brand. The system itself enforces your quality standards. You finally start getting a real return on all the talent you've hired. And the big one? You are finally building something that is durable and actually sellable.
Okay, so we get the what and we get the why. But what about the how? How do you actually do this? Let's get really practical now and walk through the blueprint for creating your very own method. I want this to feel totally achievable for you, starting today.
It really comes down to a simple three-step process. Step 1 is the process audit. I want you to sit down and map out the 5 to 7 core stages every client goes through with you. Step 2, the outcome definition. For every one of those stages, define the specific predictable outcome they get, not fuzzy feelings, a concrete result. And finally, step 3, the method naming. Give the whole thing a branded proprietary name. That's how you turn a generic service into a unique asset.
So let's make this crystal clear with an example. Check out the industrial alpha audit. See the stages on the left? Intake, strategy, execution. Simple enough? But look at the right side. These are specific, measurable outcomes. It's not, we'll create a plan. It's a 90-day execution plan is delivered and approved. It's not, we'll find buyers. It's a minimum of 3 qualified offers are generated. See the difference? It's concrete, it's visual, and it's incredibly valuable.
All right, now for the really hard part. We're going to shift gears here into what's called the captain's test. I want you to take a firm, objective look in the mirror at your business and answer some tough, honest questions.
Question 1 is the absence test, and be brutally honest with yourself. If you are sick, on vacation, completely absent from that pitch room, could your team sell your method and win the deal on their own? Or would the whole thing just fall apart without your personal charisma in the room? Next up, the autonomy check. Have you truly empowered your team with a step-by-step process that guarantees the same great outcome every time? Or are you secretly hoarding the magic, keeping the key steps to yourself because your ego kind of likes being the hero as to swoop in and save the day?
And finally, the asset validation. Does your firm actually possess productized intellectual property that can command a premium valuation? Or is that impressive income you're generating just funding a really well-paid but utterly exhausting hustle that lives and dies with you?
So it all comes down to this. This is the 3-part mantra I want you to take away from our time together today. Name the method, sell the outcome, build the platform. That right there is the path from being just a high performer to becoming a true business owner.